Hello everyone, and welcome to Bunny Cat's Oracle. And if you're a new subscriber here, welcome back. It's great to have you on the channel. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who took a moment to check out my videos, maybe give me a like or a sweet comment, and those who subscribed. I can't tell you how much that means to me. It really melts my heart, and it's just so lovely to have you here and to, have your support. It means so much to me, especially in these troubling times. So thank you again. Today's reading is going to be a pick a card general reading. So super general. I'm just going to look at kind of what you need to know this week. This will be a timeless reading, so whenever you click on the video is when you're meant to hear it. So I'll invite you to just take a moment to relax and take a few deep breaths and just kind of see if any one of these cards jumps out at you. And when you're ready, you can click on the timestamp down below for your group, and I'll be building your reading around whichever card you chose. These cards are from the Cat Tarot, so pick a card, pick a cat, and then we'll see what's up. As usual, I like to light a candle and say a prayer for you all before I start the readings. I got one candle going already. I'm going to light this one. It's got the hand of Hamsa on it for our protection, and I'm going to use a fancy match. This is fun. Haven't used a match in a while. Ooh, okay. So I say a prayer for all of you. I pray that you are healthy, that you are happy, that you are safe from harm, and that all your best wishes are coming true. So if you're ready, feel free to jump ahead to your timestamp for the group that you chose, and I'll see you really soon. Bye. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your reading. The card I pulled for you is the Knight of Cups. With this cat with his head in a flower pot of sorts. I'm getting a very charming feeling off this card. I feel that you are very charming this week. You may be trying to impress someone or maybe even several people, but I'm getting a strong feeling that you have someone in particular on your mind. This is the card of the proposal, so you could be thinking about proposing to someone, or not necessarily so serious. You may just be wanting to ask someone out or reconnect with someone, or you may just have the charming vibe of somebody who just, wants to make new friends and get along with everyone. And it's a really positive feeling, keeping it positive here. So let's see what else comes up. I've pre-shuffled to save us some time, and using the Alice in Wonderland Tarot for this. I'm actually going to move these down here because I think I'll get several lines. Okay. What else we got here? 4 of discs. Got the Ace of Cups. Ooh. Okay, well, I definitely think love is in the cards for you all. Let's see what else. Okay, Page of Peppermills, the Double, the Hierophant, and the Moon. And I got the King of Oysters. Wow, okay. And I'm going to take a few playing cards before I start really getting into it with you. Okay, let's see what else here. The Moon and the 4 of Diamonds. Then we got the Queen of Hearts, Page of Peppermills, Knight of Flamingos, and we got the Ace of Spades, Double, Knight of Diamonds, 8 of Diamonds, Hierophant, 3 of Swords, and Ace of Clubs. Okay, wow. All right, cool. I definitely feel like you've got someone in particular on your mind, my Group 1. You've got in the center of your reading and your present energy, along with the Knight of Cups, you've got the Page of Peppermills, you've got the Knight of Swords, and you've got the Ace of Spades. I'll just flip that over. This one has a unicorn on it, so you may have some magical qualities about you this week. I think the unicorns are significant in this deck. I feel like you're really excited. Very excited. The Page of Peppermills is known to be very excitable, maybe even a little horny. Hope that doesn't offend some of you, but and he's also somebody who has the energy, well, it could be he or she, but someone who is willing to make things work in what looks like an otherwise barren landscape. Like you might feel like you don't really have a whole lot to work with, but you're jumping in anyway. Like your enthusiasm will make up for any other kind of lack. You also have the Knight of Swords, otherwise known as the Knight of Flamingos, and with the Ace of Swords, that's empowering because cards of the same suit tend to strengthen each other. And with this in your present energy, I'm really getting the vibe that you're fearless. You may also just be like rushing in, really wanting to rush in without thinking about the consequences, which may be a good thing for you, especially if it's about love. Like you're kind of like, all right, I'm going to make a move. I'm here for it. I'm just going to jump right in. And you know what? If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Like, and I like it. With the Ace of Spades, I feel like you're ready to share some sort of truth. I also feel like you may have a new way of looking at things. You may have like a new perspective, a new idea. There's something that you want to share with someone. I think the object of your desire, like there's something that you have to tell them and get off your chest. And you're being fearless about it. Fearless and enthusiastic and charming. I like that. You seem to be a force to be reckoned with, my group 1. Okay, let's look at your past energy here. You have the Devil, you've got the 9 of Diamonds, and you've got the 8 of Diamonds. I feel like the Devil here is about your ambition. You've been really working hard to get ahead in the world. Not just working hard in your work, but I think working on yourself as well. The Devil in this deck is not a passive image like we usually see in the tarot. We actually see Alice fighting the Devil. Can you see that? She's like ready to face that Devil. She's got her sword out and she's like, nuh-uh, you're not going to get in my way. So it's a much more active type of image than we usually see. We don't see somebody that's chained, to the Devil and, by some loose chain and is just not willing to move forward. We see somebody who is facing their fear, facing that which holds them back head on and like destroying it. So I'm really getting a sense of ambition. The 9 of Diamonds and the 8 of Diamonds, again, 2 cards of the same suit that strengthens them. The 9 of Diamonds, especially in this deck, is one of my favorite cards, also known as the 9 of Pentacles. This is a card of financial independence. It's about earthly pleasures too. Somebody who's achieved like everything that they want. They have everything that they need around them. 8 of Diamonds is about working on your skills. So I feel like everything that you have right now is something that you've worked very hard for. You've developed some skills in recent time, maybe even recent years, right? It could have been a long time in the making, and you're able to enjoy the fruits of your labor now, and you are really enjoying yourself, and you're feeling like, you don't need anybody. You don't need anything from anyone. You're able to do it on your own. So that's a really good feeling. Looking good, group 1. Okay. What's motivating you? You've got a 3 of Swords here. You've got the Ace of Clubs and you've got the Hierophant. So I can't help but feel with the Hierophant, like you've got marriage on your mind, serious relationships, thinking about who your life partner is going to be. You may be feeling you're not currently with the right partner, or that you let someone slip away and that you need to fix that. Maybe that's why the Knight of Swords is showing up in your present energy. Because, why do I say that? You have the 3 of Swords underneath the Hierophant and the Ace of Clubs. Okay, we'll just put this like this so you can see. So with the 3 of Swords, there's a little bit of heartbreak there. It could have been a falling out with somebody that you loved. Could have been a betrayal. It could have been you. It could have been them. I'm not saying whose fault this is. I don't know. But there was definitely some pain, and I feel it's been lingering on you for a while. This line here is talking about your motivation. So I feel like you are still thinking about this person who broke your heart, or maybe you broke their heart. It might have been a mutual heartbreak, right? But you're thinking about them so much, you can't help but feel like, well, maybe this is the one. Did I let them slip away? Ace of Clubs is about passion. So there's some sexy feelings going on here. Like it may be that you can't get this person out of your head. Like you feel like, you know what, there was something really special about that person and I just can't let them go. And you know what, I need to come back. I need to make this right. There's a real, what should I say, like a pressure, like this internal pressure, like I got to get to this person. I don't know. You seem really, really motivated to get to whoever it is you have on your mind. Let's look at your future energy. You have the Moon, you've got the 4 of Diamonds, and you have the Queen of Hearts. So whether you're a man or you're a woman, the Queen of Hearts tends to represent a female energy, but it could be reversed, of course, if you're not thinking about a female. But this is somebody who has a very healing vibe about them, very caring and loving, generally a female. Again, take it how it resonates. It doesn't have to be a female. It could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. But somebody who has these very watery qualities, very empathetic, almost intuitive. Could be somebody very creative as well, somebody who likes to daydream. And it seems like they've kind of run off with your heart. You've got some really good feelings about this person, and you will be crossing paths with them. This may be the person you're thinking about in the present. I can't help but feel that. Maybe not. We also have the Moon and we have the 4 of Diamonds. Now, the 4 of Diamonds is about saving your money. Romantically, it can say that you're not really sharing. You may be acting a little bit stingy with your time or what you have to share. Like you're not wanting to give too much. There may be a part of you that's still kind of holding back. Like that maybe it's almost like if you're in love with this person, whether this is male or female, it's kind of like you don't want them to know the extent of your feelings, if that makes sense. The moon is about what is hidden, you know. There's some feelings that are hidden here. There's some intentions that are a little bit hidden. I feel like you're holding back a bit. On the one hand, it's like you're wanting to rush in and share this truth and like win this person back. On the other hand, it's like you kind of want to play it cool and you're sort of presenting with this air of mystery. Like you don't want to give too much. You don't want to seem too desperate. This is kind of conflicting energy, group one. I feel conflicted about this. I feel like I should tell you, like, you should just tell this person how you feel. But I also feel like you're playing this game. Like, you know what? I gotta play it cool because I don't want them to think I'm too easy or that I'm some kind of schmuck or something like that. Like, there's a lot of resistance here, but the feelings are strong. They're very, very strong. Maybe we should get another card. Another card for that line. Future energy. What's that all about? We've got the Eight of Swords here. Yeah, you're definitely feeling like afraid to speak up, you know, or to move forward, to take a step forward, like feeling a little bit entangled. Let's see what else we got here. That's weird. And then the King of Swords. So I think you're thinking with your head, not your heart, which is funny because I feel like your heart is very much involved here. You're wanting to kind of make the right decision, and a part of you is wanting to rush in fearlessly and like make it right. And another part of you is terrified. Like, I can't do this. This isn't right. You seem to be really conflicted about it. Hearts and swords aren't necessarily the best match. So there's definitely a lot of conflicted feelings here. And I hope that you're able to sort them out and just be honest. Just be honest. Just say what you mean to say and let the pieces fall where they may, my friend. Okay. There's some advice here. We have the King of Oysters, we have the Ace of Hearts, and we have the Eight of Clubs. So now we have 3 8s in your reading, which, by the way, is very lucky. We also have 3 aces, also very lucky. And I do get the sense of new beginnings around you. A fair bit of major arcana here as well on your top line. So it feels like you're entering a new cycle. It feels really positive, but there's just a little bit of kind of antsiness and internal conflict about that. I mean, change is uncomfortable, so that would be normal if you felt that way. King of Oysters is like a rich daddy. This is my sugar daddy card. And I love this bunny. So this is somebody who has his act together, is really in control of his surroundings, generally a business owner, someone who's respected in the community, and is very supportive and generous of others. So I feel like the message here is to tap into this energy. Again, male or female, doesn't matter. You're a king, so you don't need to be cheap. You know what I mean? Don't be cheap with yourself. Don't be cheap with your time or your money. Like, show your best self, your generous, loving, supportive self. Don't try to hold back with people, right? It doesn't have to be about money. I'm not saying, oh, you got to, spend so much money on people. But it's also about your words. Sometimes people are cheap with their words. Like, they'll just give you this short little text that's like, oh, hey. Like, if you haven't spoken to somebody in years and years or months even, and if you kind of left them hanging, maybe you owe them a little bit more than a, hey. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's like, hey, you know what? I'm really sorry I didn't reach out earlier. I'd love to talk to you. Do you have time for a phone call? Like, how about you try that approach? Do you know what I mean? Don't be cheap. Ace of Hearts. Sorry, Ace of Hearts. Well, it is the Ace of Hearts. It's also the Ace of Hats. It's also the Ace of Cups. This is about new love. It's like this overflowing emotion. And I get a really pure feeling off this vibe. I feel like you are full of love for someone, but you're hiding it. Like, there's a lot of passion too. There's a little bit of fear. There's a little bit of reckless energy. There may be a little bit of like wanting revenge, like somebody hurt you in the past and you kind of want to make it right, but you also kind of want to get them back. Like, I think you need to tap into your emotions and the purity of that emotion, and then just go with that. If you're wanting to get somebody back in your life and you're wanting to make amends, then you're going to have to start by being really sweet and being honest with them about how you feel, because otherwise you're just kind of wasting their time and creating drama for no reasons. 8 of Clubs is the card of communication. So again, like, communicate from your heart, speak from the heart. That's going to get you a lot further this week. Okay. If you have something to say to somebody, tell them nicely, and tell them what you actually mean. not what you're pretending to mean, okay? Because I know you want to be cool, but it's not really that cool to lead people on and confuse them and make them feel like they're not really sure whether you hate them or you like them or what it is that you want, right? It's just confusing, and the world is confusing enough. So speak from the heart, group one. Should we get an oracle card? Maybe we should. I always like finishing with an oracle card. Why not? Okay, let's get one. How about an angel card? Yeah? Little Doreen Virtue for you? Okay. These are the angel therapy cards. Not the angels of romance, but actually I ordered a pack of those. I'll have them soon to be able to use in my readings. Oh, what do we have here? We have, if you get nervous, focus on service. I love it. And we also have vegetarian, vegan. So you might be dealing with a vegetarian or vegan person, or you may just need to eat more vegetables. I don't know. Fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. Okay, great. Whether you believe that or not, you may be changing up your diet. I think the message here is just to take care of your health. If you get nervous, focus on service. Put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. Okay, well, that's cool. If you get nervous, focus on service. So I would say, because this really feels like a romance reading to me. So in interpreting these angel messages, I don't really have much room to put them. I guess I'll just slide them up here. Again, if you get nervous, focus on service. I was getting the message, like, speak from your heart, like, let your true intentions be known. You might try just doing something nice for somebody if you're really trying to impress them. Like, instead of, if you don't feel comfortable, like, pouring your heart out, then just do a nice thing for them. Or maybe even just a nice conversation that shows that you care. Like, rather than the conversation just being about you and your needs, you might ask them, like, hey, how are you doing? Like, how are you coping? Is there anything you want to talk about? Like, are you okay? Do you need anything? Do you know what I mean? Like, even just like in a text, it would make somebody feel that they were loved and that they were cared for. And it's a great opener. So that's my advice for this week. Best of luck with everything. Thank you for joining me. If this didn't apply to you, you might check out some of the other groups or check out some of the other, some of the other readings I have on my video. All you have to do is click on the little bubble that's got the picture of the cat on it, and we'll take you to my channel and all the other videos. Thanks again for joining me, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. The card I pulled for you is the 9 of Wands. So this is a card of strength. The card's message is don't give up. You may be working really hard on something, some project, maybe something work related, or maybe even some of you are building in your home. You're finishing some project that's taking a lot of energy, and you're almost at the end. This card says, don't give up. The 9 is almost a 10, right? It's like you're almost done. You just got to find that last, second wind or eighth wind or whatever it is, like to finish and get to the end. You're almost near the end, and you're going to complete something really cool. So let's find out what else is going on for you this week. This is your overall energy here. So seems like you guys are working really hard. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We got the 4 of Swords. We've got the 2 of Swords. We've got the Knight of Flamingos. The Knight of Swords. Sorry, we've got the 2 of Wands. We've got the Queen of Swords. We've got the Love card. The 2 of Hearts. We've got the 9 of Swords. We've got the 3 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, and I have the card of Strength. Beautiful. So in your present energy, I have the Rest card coming up here. I also have the Love card. I can't help but feel like maybe you've taken a break. You've been working really hard on something. You may be working on something with a partner. And as you can see, this couple, these two are in love, but, they fight sometimes. If you look at the expression on her face, the Queen of Hearts here, they don't always get along, they do bicker, but they are in love. Their union is blessed by the ever-knowing Cheshire cat who smiles upon them. So you may actually be working on a big project with a loved one, like your wife or husband or partner, or even a close friend or a family member. And it seems like you've had to take a rest. I feel like there's been maybe something stressful in your recent past. You've got the 9 of Swords and you've got the 2 of Swords. So 9 of Swords is about anxiety. It's like staying up all night, overthinking things too. I guess you can't really see because like the light is weird now, hey? This is a card of I don't want to say fear. It's just like anxiety. It's all in your head. There's a lot of sword energy in your reading here, group 2, and I feel like you're overthinking things and you may be up in your head a lot. You may be having trouble sleeping. I think you're for sure having trouble sleeping. There is a card here about rest. So it's kind of a strange message because on the one hand, I have the card, the 9 of Wands, which says, you know, you're almost at the end with whatever it is that you're building. And you do want to finish it. It is going to be worth it. But at the same time, we have a need for rest here. So it may be that you've just completed some part of a project that was really, really difficult, so much so that it caused a little bit of procrastination. Like you may have just run into a roadblock. I did that this week myself, and I had to just start again today. I actually tried to record a video like this yesterday, and I recorded 3 videos. It took me a pretty long time. They were very lengthy. And then something happened to my volume. Like I just couldn't get my volume back, and I'm not very technologically savvy, so it's kind of my main issue with this channel. Hopefully I'll get better at this editing stuff as I go, but it's definitely not something that comes naturally to me. So anyway, I just decided to take a rest and forget about it and then wipe the slate clean, try again today. Hopefully I don't have any problems, but that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. As somebody just maybe needs to take a break and take a rest, kind of leave things for a bit and then come back to it with a renewed energy. The 2 of Swords can talk about like procrastination, like a stalemate, something that's just sort of like coming to a halt. You know, it feels like something was driving you crazy and you got to kind of just leave it for a bit and maybe kind of reconnect with your loved one. Like maybe have a nice night out, you know, and just kind of forget about whatever is bothering you for a moment and get some sleep. Definitely get some sleep. In the near future, it seems like you've got a lot more good energy coming in, right? Because we got more wands here, moving away from this sword energy. Swords are air and they're thoughts and they're also conflicts. So I feel like there's a ton of like difficult mental energy going on here. But moving into the future, we've got the card of communication, the 8 of Wands, and we have the 2 of Wands. So I feel you will start again and take another giant step forward with whatever it is you're working on. Okay, maybe we should put this in the light. I don't know if you can see that. And then the 8 of Wands is like things really picking up. Lots of communication. You may be hearing from a lot of different people. Actually, I should take another card on that. So let's see, for the 8 of Wands here, we have the 8 of Spades. We have the King of Spades. Maybe I should get one more. And we have the 7 of Spades. So there's somebody that you need to have a sort of serious conversation with. Maybe a male. Could actually be a lawyer or some other professional. King of Spades are associated with lawyers. I feel like there's something you need to address that feels really difficult. It's almost like somebody may have deceived you in some way or may not have been perfectly honest. And that could be what is causing you so much stress. This is actually making me think of the massive Metrolinx and Crosstown project in my city. I live in Toronto and they're building this massive train that's going across Eglinton. But there's been so many delays and now one of the companies is like suing like the city because of delays. And the city is saying like, it's not our fault, it's your fault. And it's all this big mess and it's just causing delay. And not that that's what's happening in your life unless you're personally involved in that mess, but there may be something like that. There may be some project that's been put on hold because of some sort of legal issue or maybe some kind of like finger pointing. And you may actually need to bring in a professional to help you to mediate in some way, or there is definitely a serious conversation that needs to be had. And I feel like with the 8 of Spades here, it's like you feel like you can't move forward somehow on this until you kind of address this. With the King of Spades here, I feel like you just need to use your head and you just need to be clear. You can communicate kindly, but, you know, seriously at the same time. There's definitely a lot of conversations that are going to be had, but I do see you moving forward with this 2 of Wands here. So whatever it was that was blocking you, you are going to address it and you are going to move forward. Let's get some more cards here. And yeah, there's a lot of stress. I think it's about money. Ooh, I got the Joker card here. What else? Okay, that's fun. Just randomly add some cards here. 2 10s. Oh, that's cool. And the Joker. Wow. Okay, so the Joker came up twice here. That's cool. That's adding some really fun energy into the mix. To me, the Joker is like a cross between the Fool and the Magician card in the tarot. It is about new beginnings, but it's also about somebody being able to manifest something new. There's sort of like a magical quality. It can also be a warning, though, about people in your life. Like when a joker comes up, they could be a little wild. There could be something kind of wild happening there. There's definitely a wild energy about your spread here. And it feels like you're very nervous about one person in particular. So what's motivating you? Somebody has hurt you somehow, whether they deceived you or the Knight of Swords is very like reckless, careless. He can be fearless, but I feel like this may be an opponent, and I can't help but feel like it's business related, even though it's like looks like a broken heart. For some of you, this could be a broken heart. There could be somebody who deceived you and lied to you and betrayed you with the Three of Swords here, and you're kind of wanting to bounce back from that. Like it's obviously caused you a lot of anxiety and pain. For others, I feel like this could be a business associate, an opponent, like somebody that just wasn't totally honest about something, like maybe something in a contract has not been adhered to, or there was some sort of clause that you didn't know about that let them get out of doing something. Or it feels like a little swindly, and it feels like you've kind of been upset about this thing for a while with the Five of Hearts. Like it's sort of lingering in your energy and you're kind of having a hard time moving on from it. And I feel like you got to deal with it head on. Like you have to have this serious conversation. Again, might have to bring in a professional. For those of you that this is like contractual, it's just something that you have to address in order to deal with. Again, like in your recent past, there was a lot of anxiety and there was a bit of a stalemate. There's 2 10s here though. So 10 of Wands is about completing a project. Like I said, you're almost at the 10 of Wands. You got the 9 of Wands there. So it's like you're almost there. It can also represent large sums of money in the playing card system, which is interesting. Like a sudden windfall. Somebody could have been lucky. You could have been lucky, or somebody you're working with could have gotten lucky and they thought they didn't have to finish their work. I don't know, but there's 2 cards here talking about wealth here. So either you've come into a bunch of wealth, or somebody you're working with was, or you are having some sort of argument about money. That could make sense because the 2 10s showing up with the 2 of spades here. It could be that you're sort of at a stalemate with somebody, or you were, because of an issue that was about money, and maybe like large sums of money. Could be working on your house and the contractor may be charging a lot more money suddenly than they initially quoted you for, right? Or what you agreed to. So that could be an issue that you have to address head on. I wish you all the best of luck at that. Present energy, I feel you're still feeling the anxiety, the 9 of Swords showing up here. But you also have the 6 of Hearts. And also the 2 of Hearts. So I feel like there are people around you, very sincere relationships, at least one. There are people who really care about you and really enjoy your company and don't really want you to be feeling this energy. So it would do you some good to spend some time with them. And like I said, like just take a break from the concerns and the worries. Like just try to put that aside for an evening or 2 and just kind of enjoy them. There could also be somebody in the past thinking about you, or you could be thinking about somebody in the past with the 6 of Hearts. This is a card of nostalgia and fond memories as well. So that's interesting. And for those of you that this applies, you could be hearing from them in the future. Could be an air sign. Could be. I see the Strength card here in your advice line. I see the Queen of Swords. I see the Joker. And I see the Jack of Hearts. So I can't help but feel you do have an admirer. Maybe somebody from the past that might make you feel better to know that you have somebody admiring you from a distance. And I think what you're doing is going to be really impressive somehow with the Joker showing up here. I'm also getting the sense for some of you that you could be really taken by surprise by somebody new who fancies you very much. Showing up with the Joker, it's like something out of the blue, something you would not expect, or maybe not your usual type. The Strength card here is like, don't give up. This is actually kind of echoing like what I saw in your Knight of Wands, which was your overall energy. Don't give up. It's also like about inner strength and grace, right? So you don't have to win a fight with brute force. You know, you don't have to hit people or be stronger than them that way. But you do have to be the person who's able to be calm in an argument and not lose control. It's about like not giving in to your baser instincts, not jumping to conclusions. Like you can gracefully diffuse an argument. You make your point calmly, but you also listen to their points, and you try to get all the things that you agree on, like on the table right away. Sorry if you hear my cat in the background. He's making some scratching noises over there. You might say like, hey, look, like I can agree with you on this. I can agree with you on this. We're definitely on the same page about this. This part I'm not sure about. And this one, definitely not. It's like you kind of lead them into the argument like gracefully, right? So I think that's really going to help you this week or this month even. You also have the Queen of Flamingos showing up here as advice. It's saying that you need to have stronger boundaries, or you need to be clear on your boundaries. Use your head more so than your heart. There could be a marriage situation figuring in. Again, I got that sense here. Either you're working with a partner, or you may be going through some sort of legal battle with a partner, right? With the King and Queen of Spades, but some sort of marriage thing is figuring in strongly. But anyway, the advice of the Queen of Spades, set stronger boundaries, be smart, use your head more so than your heart. You may get carried away with a new admirer. So make sure that you're really clear on boundaries with that. And like, don't let somebody just kind of rush into your life, like, and be all over you immediately. You might want to get to know them slowly, keep your mask on, be careful. So that's been interesting. I hope everything works out in your favor this week or this month, whatever it is that you're going through. I do feel a lot of tension here, and, you will get through it. You'll definitely get through it. I see you moving into a more positive time. Remember this strength card. Remember to just take a few deep breaths, when you want to yell and scream and freak out. Just take a few deep breaths. Get more rest. Take a break. Take all the breaks you need to. You will get there. Okay, you will get there. Whatever it is that you're going through. I'm going to take an angel therapy message for you. Let's see what pops out here. What messages do we have for my group 2, just to close out this reading? Or maybe take it in a totally different direction. We'll see. Remember, these readings are just for fun. Okay. Ooh, these two seem to want to come out. We have clear yourself, and we have be willing to forgive. Wow, if that isn't very apropos. Clear yourself. So the angels are asking you to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. They're also asking you to be willing to forgive. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. So this is beautiful, and you definitely need to clear yourself. Like I said, I saw a ton of anxiety here, and how are you going to do that? You may want to go for walks in nature. You may need to take a salt bath. You may want to light some sage. I did light some sage actually before doing this reading here, but I didn't include that part in the video because it was a bit of a hot mess. I had a hard time putting it out. But anyway, take time for yourself to ground yourself, whatever you need to do to just get yourself into a better place mentally and emotionally, especially if you're going to be like battling any demons this week or dealing with any opponents or legal stuff. Just get yourself into a good place where you feel good energetically. Approach all of your arguments with an attitude of forgiveness and of wanting to find a peaceful resolution for everyone. And you absolutely can. You absolutely can. But your energy is going to make a huge difference. So do whatever you need to do to get yourself into a better place. And I wish you all the best with that or anything else you're dealing with this week. Group 2, thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. The card I pulled for you is the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. I feel this week you are very much focused on your family, taking care of everyone. Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very supportive of the people around her, very well-to-do financially. Even if you don't really feel that way technically, take a look around you and see everything that you have. You're coming off as somebody who is quite capable. Not only of taking care of him or herself, but also everyone in the household, making sure everyone is fed, everyone has what they need, clothes on their back, nice foods to eat, nice place to live. So this is really, really nice energy, and you may be really enjoying all the earthly pleasures around you. Even if you don't have a family or even if you're living alone, you may just be feeling very much at home in your space and enjoying all the material comforts, the good food, the place. You may be keeping your place really clean or reorganizing your furniture, but you're making your home feel like a haven this week. So that's a really nice vibe. Let's see what else is going on for you here. I have pre-shuffled to save time. Okay, we got the 5 of Hearts. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the Strength card. Nice, nice. We've got the 4 of Wands. Oh, beautiful. I like that. I like that. We got the Ace of Hearts or Cups. Nice, nice. We've got the Knight of Hearts or Cups, rather. It's Hearts, Cups, hats. It's all the same. 7 of Cups, Knight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Oh, lovely. Nice. And we've got the 5 of Wands, and I'm going to get a few more playing cards here just to see what else we got. Oh, Joker. Oh my God, 2 Jokers. Okay, we flip that up right. 10 of Diamonds. Wow, this is looking good. This is looking good, my group 3s. Mm-hmm. 4 of Swords, 9 of Clubs, and King of Diamonds. Well, I gotta say, this is looking good. This is looking really good. You've got the Wheel of Fortune upright. You got the 10 Diamonds, King of Diamonds, Ace of Hats, Strength card. There's a lot of really lucky cards in here. 4 of Wands. It's looking good for you. I gotta say, you're in a really nice energy right now. Overall, on a material sense, I think you're doing really well. You may not be aware of how well you're doing, because the other cards that showed up in your present energy are the Knight of Flamingos, aka the Knight of Swords, and also the 5 of Hearts, along with the Joker and the 4 of Wands. So there's a part of you that may be upset about something from your recent past, somebody who hurt you. Maybe somebody who lied to you, the Joker and the 4 of Swords, something that had to be put to rest. So it could have been a past relationship. I really do feel that with the 5 of Hearts. 5 of Hearts is like somebody that's like grieving or like focused on something from the past a little too long. It's like they have only to turn around to see that there are 2 hats here that are upright rather than focusing on the 3 that are down on the ground, right? And if they look over here, there's a bridge that will bring them to where they're supposed to be. So it's really about like this kind of emotional energy, this sort of grieving that's taking away from your present. So it's fine to grieve, and I'm here for it. I'm not in favor of telling people, just suck it up. Like if, you've been through something really painful, right? You need to take all the time in the world to get over that. But this card tends to show up when we're spending a little too much time on that grieving process. Like what's dead is done, and you need to kind of leave it in the past, let it rest with the 4 of Swords here. There's some sort of wild energy about this. Like I feel like somebody maybe shocked you, did something shocking, something out of the blue, and it left you feeling really hurt. And you're a little bummed out about it. This could have been an opponent. It's like you may be feeling almost like a part of you wants revenge, and that's never a good road to go down. And I feel like it's more of a passing thought than something that you're actually going to act on. I don't really see any other cards here suggesting that, and I hope that you're not actually trying to get revenge on someone. But I can't help but feel that you may be like replaying a situation in your head a lot and going back and saying hey, I should have said this, or I should have done that, or maybe I should go leave a nasty review about them or something like that. It's not a good road to go down. It will take away from your present, and I feel that your energy is really good here. There's a lot of really, really good cards on the table. So try to let go any of these kind of bad thoughts that come up or any kind of negative thinking about the past, because all it's going to do is steal from your present, and the present is good. Okay, so what else we got? As a past influence, we have the 7 of Hearts, we've got the 9 of Wands, we've got the 2 of Wands, and we've got the 10 of Wands. So there's some sort of major completion. For some of you may have come into a whole bunch of money, which would be why you're in the Queen of Pentacles position. I don't think this is going to apply to everybody, but with the playing card system, 7 of Hearts is about hope fulfilled. 10 of Wands is a sudden increase in money. For others, I feel like you've recently ended a cycle that was very difficult, some kind of massive completion. And you had to make a choice. I think you had to make a choice to end something with the 2 of Wands here. I can't help but feel for some of you, this is going to be about personal relationships. You may have been dealing with somebody who made you feel like you were an option in some way, like that they had like several people on the go and you were just one option, and you probably really liked this person and had a lot of passion for them, but you had to make a choice to end it because you didn't like this feeling. So it's like an end of a cycle, and no wonder you're feeling a little bummed out, right? That's not going to apply to everyone. For somebody else, you may have just completed like a major feat of some sort, some project. It could have been anything. You could have been renovating your house. You could have done some big work project that took everything out of you, but you've completed it. It's done, and that's a really positive thing. And you may just need to rest and recuperate in the present with the Four of Swords here. Getting ready to start a new cycle with the Joker, which can be about the Fool, right? So take it how it resonates for you. I'm looking at your future energy and I like it a lot, okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune upright, incredibly lucky, but also it talks about coming into a new cycle in your life, which makes sense because you've just finished something big. I don't know what it is. It's going to be different for all of you, but new cycle. And then we got the Four of Wands here as well. We got the Joker again. That's so lucky that you got the Joker twice. So I don't know what's going on with you, and you've also got the Nine of Wands. So the card of not giving up. Don't give up. You're going to need a lot of strength to move into this new cycle. And there may be a part of you that's feeling a little run down, maybe just a bit tired, like you need to get more sleep, maybe even a little depressed. Like a lot of people are feeling that these days. You're going to need to kind of really gather up your strength to move into this new cycle because it is going to be very lucky for you. There is something like wild about this Joker card, something out of the blue, maybe something that you manifest and you're like, wow, I never imagined that would actually happen. And like, here it is. You know what I mean? Really lucky. The Four of Wands here, this is the auspicious 1111 card. I guess you can't see my bunny ears. The 1111 card because we've got the two 11s on each side and then you walk through this portal underneath this wreath and you're a different person when you come out the other side. That's the idea. So this can be like a major promotion. It can be a marriage. It can be a graduation, but it shows that you're leveling up in some way. And with the Wheel of Fortune right above it, like that to me is confirming you're moving into a new cycle in your life. And I think it's going to make things feel a lot easier. Like you're going to be seen differently as well by your community. People are looking at you like, wow, hey, like what's that person up to? What's she up to? What's group 3 up to? Whatever your gender is. And it's going to be cool, but you are going to have to kind of build up your strength so that you can really push forward with this new cycle, right? So you may want to just rest up in the present, like get lots of rest and make sure like you're eating right and you're sleeping right and you're thinking right, and because I feel like negative thoughts will kind of deplete your energy too. Like even if you don't do anything all day, you might find yourself feeling exhausted and wondering like why. And I think if you've been thinking about things that are bothering you a lot or watching a lot of bad news, like that can really exhaust you. So try to just focus on positive things around you. And, if you need to put on some music and do a silly dance to mix it up, like that might help because you're going to need it in the future. We have some advice here. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Ace of Hearts. We have the 10 of Diamonds and the King of Diamonds. So this is cool. And it's actually making me think of a marriage. Now we have two court cards of the same suit. Queen of Pentacles would be equivalent to the Queen of Diamonds and the King of Diamonds. So there could be a really happy marriage in your life. You could be married or about to get married. For some of you could be marrying. I think that this King of Diamonds is a sense of support for you. So, and the energy can be reversed. You could be the king and they could be the queen, and either way. Don't be afraid to lean on your loved one for support, whoever this is. King of Diamonds tends to represent a mature man, somebody who's financially well off, very supportive, very kind, generous. This is my sugar daddy card. 10 of Diamonds is everything that you would want. It's wealth, family wealth, happiness. So this is really, really positive. So I feel like you have a lot around you. You also have the Ace of Hats. So this is like a new love, and it can be a renewal. It can be that, you are with the same people, but maybe you've gone through a little bit of a stagnant period emotionally and you're sort of having this renewal, just bringing like this fresh new energy into your relationship, right? Or it can be actually a new love, right? But it feels really positive. It feels like everybody's really well off and there's a lot of love around you. So I would say, don't be afraid to lean on your loved ones for support. And give them love as well. Give them love because you will support each other. Also with the Five of Wands, it's saying like, get ready to jump back into the game, like you may be in a period of rest and I think you need the rest, but like I said, you're going to be coming into this new cycle soon. That's really exciting and sees you really like rising to the top. So get ready to fight. Like this does show there is going to be competition. You are probably in a competitive field, no doubt. But you will have the energy so long as you take care of yourself and you will stand out from the competition. I think you are going to be incredibly successful. Like I don't think you could ask for better cards. Wheel of Fortune, Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, 10 and King of Diamonds. Like you are going to win. Just be ready to fight. Be ready to jump back in and fight for your life, so to speak. Not to be dramatic or anything. I hope you're not really actually fighting for your life. What's motivating you this week? We have the Strength card here. We've got the Knight of Hats. We've got the Eight of Swords, and we've got the Five of Diamonds. I feel like you are... One part of you is wanting to prove your love. The Knight of Hats is the proposal card, so you may be wanting to show everyone around you what you're made of. You may be, for some of you who aren't already in a relationship, you may be wanting to propose to someone, or even to just ask them out, thinking about somebody in particular, or just wanting to share this charming energy with the world, right? With the Strength card crossed by the Eight of Swords and the Five of Diamonds, I feel like there's something in your energy that terrifies you. It's almost like you're so afraid to step forward, but you're just forcing yourself to be strong and to build up the courage. This is the card of courage. Keep in mind that this is actually also an 8, so we got 2 8s here, which is kind of lucky. The Major Arcana is much bigger than the Minor Arcana, right? Or the playing cards. Like, this is the more important card here. This one kind of trumps the other ones. So I feel like your strength and your courage is much stronger than your fear. You know, there's a part of you that's worried about being left out with the Five of Diamonds, or feeling like times are really scarce and you've got to make a lot of cutbacks, and you may be worried about money, but I feel like your courage is so much stronger. And I also feel, especially because you have the Queen of Pentacles as your overall energy, that you may be the one that's being strong for everybody else. Like, you may feel like you're the person that kind of holds everyone together in your family or in your household or even in your friend group. You want to be like this white knight for people around you, you know, and you want to show them that, you know, they have someone that they can lean on, right? That, and you're that person, right? But that doesn't mean that you're not a little worried yourself, right? I also see a very supportive relationship around you. The Five of Diamonds shows that, you know, even when times are tight, you have at least one person, maybe two in your corner, who are going to be there for you through thick and through thin. And that may be your King of Diamonds. Or, you know, if it's reversed and you're a male, you might be that King of Diamonds and your Queen is there for you, right? So again, don't be afraid to lean on people around you. Your loved ones are going to be there for you. I feel you're definitely going to be there for them. And make sure you get some rest, Group 3, because the future is looking very exciting, and I'd love to hear what that's all about. But it's definitely a level up, and you might need some new clothes. I don't know. This looks really great. I'm actually going to close out with some angel therapy cards, like I did for the other group. So just to see if there's anything else here you might need to hear. So what messages do we have for my Group 3, please? This one seems to want to come out. Clear yourself. Oh, I think Group 2 got this too. Clear yourself. So ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. This is cool. You may want to do a little like cleansing ritual yourself. Maybe burn some sage. Maybe take a salt bath. Maybe going for walks in nature, or just taking a few days for yourself. Whatever it is that you need to do to kind of ground yourself and let go of some negative energy. Maybe even just being around people who are really bubbly and chatty. Maybe not in person. Maybe it's a Zoom call or a phone call, you know. But I definitely got that sense as well with the Knight of Flamingos and the Five of Hats in your present, that you are kind of hanging on to some negativity from the past. And it's not something that you can really do anything about now, right? So you don't want to let it affect your present or your future. So definitely focus on clearing yourself. However you need to go about that, and get some rest. I think your future looks really bright, Group 3. And thank you so much for joining me here on the channel today. I hope to see you again really soon. Really soon. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Take care, guys.